to this video about the newest Premiere updates in April 2022. This video is going to focus on the new import dialog. Before we get started, let's refresh on how we update our apps. So I'm going to click the Creative Cloud icon and go to Updates, and you can see at the top all of your apps that need updating. I've already updated Premiere Pro to the newest version, 22.3. So let's get started. So the new import experience begins with media instead of project settings. Let's take a look. I'm going to click New Project, and here's our new import dialog. The interface may remind some of you of Premiere Rush. Let's notice the streamlined import, edit, and export views. We'll have separate videos going through this new workspace as well as the exports. Here you can select files, folders, add these to the tray below, giving you a first look at your sequence. You can bring in media from various locations and also favorite regularly used sources. Let's start by naming our project. And giving it a location. That might seem very similar to the old new project dialog. We gave it a project name and we selected a location. What's changed is we've added the step of importing at the same time instead of waiting until our project is open. So let's look at how we import clips. So I'm viewing a folder on my desktop, and I know that because it is desktop and it's a folder named Donuts. And I can hover scrub through all of my clips. Right now I'm viewing a grid view. I can change the size of the grid, or I can adjust and view list view. I can sort, filter, and search in my clips. Super handy. So I'm going to go ahead and select these clips, and the order I select them in is how they can be put into a sequence for me. Let's navigate to a different folder and add something else. So we've added a couple of additional clips here at the end. Now let's say I decide I don't want this clip. I can just right-click on it and clear that from the tray. So not only are these clips going to establish my sequence if I choose to, it's also going to establish my sequence settings. So just like the first clip you drag establishes settings, the first clip you select establishes your settings. Here's our import settings, and I can toggle these on or off. The first one is copy media. And this is going to allow me to copy media into the same folder as my project. It's going to use Media Encoder to do that. Now you can either have Media Encoder open, or Premiere will open it for you. If you already have it open, it moves a little faster. I've not opened it so that you can see what that looks like. And just notice it's copying into the same as my project, that demo folder. I can choose to create a new bin. So I'm going to create a new bin, name them Strawberry Donuts, and I can create a new sequence. So let's just call this First Try. Now again, all of these can be toggled on and off, so you have complete control of what you're going to do. And as soon as I hit Create, here's my project. And you can see my sequence has been set. Now Media Encoder's opening. And this is why I usually like to have it open ahead of time. But I want you to see what's happening. There it goes. It's ingesting all of those clips and moving them over there. Let me show you what that means in the Finder. It just moved all of those files right into the folder with my Premiere project. Let's go back to Premiere. So here's that first try sequence that we set up. Now I'm welcome to create my own sequence. There's a couple of ways we can do that. I can just close this one down. And let's say I want to make sure I'm using a really good audio clip. So I'm going to bring in an interview clip. And I'm going to bring it in inside this main bin, not inside my strawberry donut bin. So I'll just Command I, and I'm going to bring in this interview clip. I'll just drag that over. Now that interview clip has established my sequence settings, just like I'm used to, and I can delete that and rename. I can also create my own sequence by going File, New Sequence. I usually like to use the digital SLR 1080p 30. Hit OK. Now I have a third sequence. So no matter which method you prefer, you have all of those options there. Now, we brought in this clip into our project bin. Let's take a peek and see what's happened over at Media Encoder. It's been processed, which means when I look in my folder, there it is. Not only are we importing content into our bin, we're importing it into our local folder. So that's an overview of the Premiere Pro new import. Stay tuned for us to look at exports and this wonderful new workspace.